Hi folks, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks, folks, and we sell lots of them. We have sold one of every kind made, I guess. If you look up a truck, you'll see a video we've done on it. But all that said, we try to sell trucks that are bargains, trucks that are good trucks, and trucks that if you compare on the internet, you just can't help but like it a lot. We're going to list a truck today that we like a lot, and whoever buys it's going to like it a lot. You talk about a bargain, I surely do ask you to check prices to see what a bargain we're selling today. It's a 2016 Ford F250 turbo diesel Lariat 4-wheel drive. Got it all, folks. The leather is beautiful. It's sitting on a really nice set of matching Firestone tires. It has heated and cooled seats, navigation. It's got it all. It's a heavily equipped truck.
Equipped, not stripped.
Equipped, not stripped. He likes to throw in these car dealer words. But anyway, just a nice truck, and whoever buys it's going to like it a lot. And you know, if you ship it, which most people do nowadays because it's so much more economical, Dan has got an in with the shippers, and he can help you and get that done for probably about, I don't know, but a great savings over what you'd have to pay to do it. Certainly cheaper than making a trip. But all that said, if you do decide to ship it, when it gets there, you'll recognize it, you'll like it, and you're certainly welcome to come on down and visit with us and pick it up. Either way, we'll help you any way we can. For the 16 F250, you can see how beautiful the chrome is, the lights and all that. It's got a small lift kit. It is, in fact,
it's leveled in the front.
It is, in fact, a local truck, a southern truck, so you don't have to worry about the issues and all that. You can see down here, there's no rust or any of that. We live in Jackson, Mississippi, folks, which is...
don't say it. Don't just...
I'd kind of compare it to Kinshasa and the Congo, but anyhow, look in here. If you want to see something pretty, look at this. Look at all the leather.
It's got, I do have 2 keys with it, got remote start. Now this little cover like this is missing off of here, but it does work. It goes up and back.
Now we will
it does
order
what it's
this,
supposed
folks,
to do.
Because that's a $15 item. I can't promise you it'll be here when you get here, but you'll be able
We won't, but because I ain't got nobody to put it on.
Yeah, well, okay.
I can't get no help.
But you look up here. Now you see the cracked windshield. We've got it scheduled to have a brand new windshield put in it this afternoon, so it'll come with a new windshield. But the dash is not cracked, and it's not.
The steering wheel's not
faded.
Leather ain't ripped up.
It's only got 180 or 90,000 miles on it, which is low miles. You can look in here. The carpet is just like new.
Now I've been driving it, and I will be driving it until it sells, so you can see it's a little dusty, but not too bad.
We'll have it up before you pick it up, but look back here. No one's been back there, I don't think.
It's got the 110 power outlet, climate vents, 12 volt. It's got the, if I can do this one-handed, lock and storage compartment. Now you can take that divider out and have a full length, like if you want to put a rifle or something in it. It's even got a power outlet back here. You lock it with the regular key, power slide and rear window.
You can get a better look at the condition of the tires here and look under there. Now there's a little dimple right here, and there may be a couple others I haven't seen, I can't remember. But folks, this is too late a model of truck for us to paint the fender to take out a little dimple that the light doesn't get
there's that little
right for you to see.
Ding, but
we're not going to paint on a 2016 truck.
Turnover ball.
Yeah, well now that turnover ball, as I say all the time, doesn't get in your way. You may not need it, but if you ever do, that saves you a bunch of $100 bills, because those things are expensive. Dan, because he's still young, refers to this as old man's tailgate.
It's got the step. Fold it up. Fold it down.
You can see the
tailgate's in good shape. Got the parking sensors, and it does have. Well, I'll show you over here. This is the actual factory tough bed spray and bed liner. It's not the aftermarket. Now one thing you might notice, or you may not, these little spots that's nothing, but where the guy that detailed it for me hosed down the tires with Armor All, and then it just, you drive off and it flies everywhere, even though I asked him not to,
and
but
then
he can't help it.
Look here. Tire on both sides. Can you show the
Show
dash?
the crack in the windshield?
Yeah, the dash. I was going to show that it's not flaked. Once again, the power seat works. You see that? Carpets you can see are new. This has never been a work truck, a farm truck, or any of that. You can see all down in here.
And the power folding and telescoping mirrors do in fact power fold and telescope.
No little junior like one of ours, or like he used to be, is headed out in the woods trying to tear it up. Look up here how clean it is. No issues whatsoever. From the front, it has a great stance. The chrome's all beautiful, not flaking, not peeling, or any of that.
Hood's not picked up.
Just a pretty truck. Stands up beautifully, folks. Got a great look to it. Runs and drives. I mean, just the way it should. This is going to be, as I said, without being redundant, a great value. It's going to be a real bargain for whoever buys it. You'll be real pleased with it. And once again, shop and look around, see what other people are asking for these trucks, and you'll really find some interest in this one. This is a beautiful truck. It's a 2016 Ford F250 turbo diesel with a light Lariat package. Navigation, heated and cool seats. You heard.
Leathered up and loaded.
Everything you can put on it, sitting on a good matching set of Firestones. This is a great truck, going to be a great bargain. Thank you for watching our video. We do appreciate that. Look forward to visiting with you about this 2016 Ford truck. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a little test drive. Just wanted to show you a few things. First, number one, you can see set the cap down, doesn't blow off. This truck has no blow-by. Of course, you see a little bit of smoke, but smoke is not a big deal as long as it isn't puffing. And every 6.7 in the world, you'll see some smoke. If you look at my old videos, we had one with 15,000 miles, smoked way worse than this, but that's not blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase and pressurizing the crankcase. When you have blow-by, if you take that cap off and just sit it back down like I just did, it'll blow slap off. That's actual blow-by. And even trucks that have them, it's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of where this truck doesn't have. I also wanted to point out, you see this motor's pretty clean. Now we don't clean motors though. This is just how we got it in. You may see a little dust or whatever, but it's not covered in oil. It's not covered in mud and stuff. And you can tell this truck has not spent very much, if any, time off-road, because when people go and just go mud bogging, splashing cold, wet mud all over a hot engine, then all these bare aluminum pieces, they get a brown patina that you can't get rid of it. It's just, you can't get rid of it. But this one doesn't have that. And like I said, don't see any signs of oil leaks either. You know, it's not covered in oil, anything else. It's clean. Now the one thing you will see on every Power Stroke diesel in the world, any 11 and up 6.7, these brackets, they go right between the battery vents, so they get corrosion. This truck is a southern truck. It ain't been up north. There's no rust anywhere on it, but you will see where the paint comes off of these battery brackets. It's what they do. There's no way around it, so don't let that make you think, this thing's rusty. It's not. Everyone you look at has that. Now what this truck does have, these batteries are only a few months old. They're almost brand new. So just wanted to point that out. We're going to hop in and take it for a spin. Now you can see though, since we did the video with Dad this morning, went ahead and got the new windshield put in it. So let me hop in here. One thing I'm probably going to end up doing is I think I'm gonna put some Nerf bars on this truck, because right now it doesn't have any, and it's just got a leveling kit, so it's not like you got to get a step ladder to get in, but it just makes things easier. And but if you don't like the Nerf bars and you buy it, whoever buys it, if you don't like it, let me know, and I can, of course, get them back off, keep them. But you can see the backup camera works, and it'll stay on for a minute even after you go into drive. But there is a setting where as soon as you take it out of reverse, it immediately goes back off. But this one is set up on that delay, which I kind of like. A couple other things I'll point out at the very end on how some of this stuff works, but I'm going to wait till the end of the video to do all that. It's got the auto dimming rear view mirror, got the power sliding rear window, got 2 cup holders. You can see now, since they did the windshield just now, they've got this freaking dash a little dusty and didn't wipe it off, but I'll wipe it off before anybody buys it. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, I'm driving this truck on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson, and that's really saying something if you know Jackson. But even though the video may come out a little shaky, the truck itself has a great ride and drive. And one thing you can take away from all these potholes and stuff is that it's tight. There's no squeaks or rattles. You don't hear any thumps from the suspension or anything like that. I am going to set this down a split second so I can go ahead and put on my seat belt before we go any further. But it does have the electric shift on the 4-wheel drive. These later model 6.7s do have the exhaust brake you can turn on and off. Got the built-in tow command, 110 power, and there's another 110 outlet on the back of the console. This truck doesn't pull to the left or right going down the road. When you hit the brakes, it doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes either. It's quiet, it's smooth. This is the 6.7. Now, it's not deleted. It is all stock. So we used to delete them just immediately because they do get a little better fuel economy, and as much as DPFs are worth nowadays, we actually made a little money after deleting them. But the way everybody's cracking down on deletes and stuff, we've stopped doing that. It's still an option, but we never know anymore whether a truck we sell is going somewhere to a state that nobody cares if it's deleted, or if it's going somewhere that they watch that stuff. So we're going to leave it alone. Now there are some options. I'm not going to discuss them on this video, but if you're interested in a delete, call me to discuss it, 601-376-9869. It's getting really hard to get the parts anymore to do it. They have shut almost everyone down that used to offer that kind of stuff. So even if you don't buy this truck, if you know what kind of truck you're going to buy and you know for sure you're going to delete it, I would highly recommend going ahead and tracking down the parts you're going to need, because it won't be too much longer before you can't find the parts. Now I got my phone Bluetooth on, and of course somebody's gonna call me, and I'm trying to steer with one hand, film with the other, and hit the ignore button on this Bluetooth. But anyway, the Bluetooth works, as you can tell. My phone's in my pocket, unfortunately, just how that goes. But anyway, like I was saying, the truck's tight, no squeaks or bangs. It's not deleted, it's all stock. But you know, these trucks have 400 horsepower from the factory, and the 15s and up have bigger turbo, bigger injectors than the older ones. And not to mention, unless you're pulling 25,000 pounds or something crazy, you're not going to use a lot of that exhaust fluid. These things only need their exhaust fluid tanks filled up, normal driving, maybe every few months or something. It's not that big a deal. It's not like a 6.4 where you actually save money by deleting it. On these, it's really not a big deal. But anyway, suspension just has a leveling kit. One thing I liked about this truck, those Firestone MT tires, that's a high dollar set of tires. At the prices they go for nowadays, it's around $1,500 for a brand new set of 35-inch Firestones. But not only is that a good thing to have on the truck, but it tells you how the truck was maintained, because somebody that doesn't care about their truck, that beats it up, trashes it, doesn't keep it serviced, stuff like that, they're not going to spend $1,500 on 35-inch Michelins. They're going to get whatever cheap, off-brand piece of crap they can find. And this one, somebody spent the money, got the Firestone. So right now, got 194,000. That's going to go up some because, like I said earlier, I will be driving this truck every day. I mean, it's not going to go up a whole lot. I don't have that long of a commute, but this is going to be my daily driver until I sell it. So I just want to let everybody know, if it has 195 or 196, something like that, don't freak out. It's just going to be for me driving it. But anyway, if you want to fly in here to Jackson, Mississippi, I'll be glad to pick you up at the airport during our regular business hours. We'll bring you back here to the office, do all the paperwork, feedback and everything, and let you get on the road. But if you're like most of our customers who are from the Northeast and the Midwest, and they're buying from us because we got great deals and we got rust-free trucks, don't let the idea of shipping it scare you. I mean, that's why we do these videos, is so people who are buying and from online, from far away, can see that this truck actually does go down the road like it should, act like it should, all that good stuff. So don't let the idea of shipping it scare you. It's a lot easier to ship it than to spend several days flying or driving down and then driving home. But you're more than welcome to come get it in person. Not a big deal to us either way. But if you're interested in shipping, don't let the prices you see online scare you off either, because most of these quotes you can get online aren't from actual truckers, transporters that are hauling the vehicles. They're from brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they call it a deposit, but what it really is their broker's fee for finding somebody else to haul the truck to you. Well, they all use this one website that's not open to the public called Central Dispatch, and they just post it on there and wait for somebody, an actual truck transporter, to call them up and say they can pick the truck up. Well, we're on there, so we can basically get you wholesale rates on shipping. We don't charge a markup or a fee to our customers. Now, if you're not our customer, we'll still do it for $50, and you'll still get a bargain. But if you're a customer, it's a free service, and we don't ship them ourselves, but we'll find somebody, we'll arrange the shipping for you. So if you want to do that, basically you just FedEx us a cashier's check, or preferably do a bank wire for the truck only, and we'll get it posted for shipping, find somebody to ship it, and when the truck arrives, you just hand the transporter cash for the shipping. That's it. So pretty simple deal. If you're interested, shoot me a text with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, if you're interested, text me your zip, 601-376-9869, and I will get you a good ballpark quote on shipping. And one thing I do want to show you before we go, you see no lights lit other than I'm about out of gas, but no service, warning lights, wrench lights, none of that crap. I like to show the dash after I've been driving a while, because it's easy to hook your scan tool up, kill a light, and then take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem, and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you start going to drive something, that light's going to come right back on, which is why I show the dash after we've been driving. A couple other things. We just put, we had to unhook the batteries when, something to do with when they put the windshield in, I don't know. They had to unhook the batteries. It reset the average miles per gallon. In normal driving, it gets better than that. This is just from like a few miles of me putting around town, but it's got all these different gauges: oil temp, trans temp, compass, trip meters. It's got apps, shows your inclination and stuff. I can put it in 4-wheel drive, and you see it lights up, and now the front axles have turned blue because it's in 4-wheel drive. So you can see that works. Take it back out. Oh, now it's off. If you got a trailer hooked up, it'll show you all kind of stuff with that. One thing I like, now you see the 1 through 6, you can leave that off. With this shifter, you can either manually shift it, but if you're towing, you can like lock out 6th gear, or if like you're in a traffic jam, leave it first, or first and second, so it's not shifting or hunting around a lot. But leaving it right here is fully automatic, but it also shows you what gear you're in too, which is handy. Got the automatic headlights. You saw the power, the mirrors, power folding and power extending. Brand new windshield. There's one little scuff in this tent. I'll point that out. That's really about all there is to nitpick. But if you have any questions, give me a call. 601-376-9869. If I don't answer, hang up. Don't leave me a voicemail. Shoot me a text. I may not answer the phone first thing in the morning or late in the evening, but if I'm awake, I'll almost always answer a text. So anyway, beyond that, if you have any questions, give me a call. Otherwise, thanks for watching the video. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.